This is the continuation of the discussion under the subject polygraphy. So one of my favorite topic here is the method of detecting deception in the ancient or in the old ages. So ancient method, trial by ordeal. So this is the ancient or the old. If we say ancient, we are also tackling, or it is a synonymous word of old. So if you do not encounter the word ancient but you encounter the word old, so it is just the same. So if I say ancient, I am referring to old. If I say old, it is the same as I am referring to ancient. So trial by ordeal, this is an ancient method or practice of settling disputes using divine intervention or God's judgment. Bakit ko sinabing it is settling disputes using the intervention with a divine? Because this is supernatural. Or kailangan ng tinatawag na parang something like miracle for you to be able to survive this trial by ordeal. Or in some trial by ordeal practice. So, I have example here. Number 1 is the red hot iron ordeal. This type of ordeal is the accused will carry a bar of a red hot iron. Mainit na red hot iron. Kahawakan niya in his hand while he walk 9 mark paces. So maglalakad siya ng 9 mark paces or 9 paces. Hawak-hawak yung red hot iron bar. And then, if no burns, after paces, bibitawan yun. After 9 paces, bibitawan niya. If no burns are appearing on his hands, take note, kailangan wala daw mag-appear na burns sa kamay mo. You are innocent if that what happened. Okay? Otherwise, kung nag-burn yung kamay mo, you are guilty and promptly hang. So, ikaw ay guilty at ngayon, ikaw ay bibitayin. So, sinaktan ka na pinainitan yung kamay mo, tapos pagkatapos mong nilakad yun gamit hawak-hawak yung bagong umukulo or humukulo na o mainit na nagbabaga na red hot iron bar at ilalakad mo ng 9 paces at bibitawan mo, titignan nila yung kamay mo kung na-burn ba or hindi, which is sa tingin ko mababurn naman talaga. So pagka nakita nilang na-burn ka, so you are directly hang. Ikaw ay ibibitayin. So pero kung sabi naman nila na hindi yan nag-burn yung kamay mo, na hinawakan yung kumukulong bakal or mainit na bakal, ikaw ay inosente. So during ancient period or early period or old ages, naniniwala sila na if you are innocent, you are being protected by a divine or by God. So bumaba si God or bumaba ang divine intervention, may divine intervention na prinotektahan ka from that ordeal and you are protected. That is red hot iron ordeal, or that is the practice of red hot iron ordeal. Next example is we have the ordeal by balance. A scale of balance is used in one end of the scale is placed and in the other end is a counterbalance. Merong timbangan, okay? The person will step out of the scale and listen to a judge to deliver an exhortation on the balance and get boxed in. So, magtitimbang ka muna, okay? If he was found lighter than before, then he is acquitted. Magtitimbang ka dun sa timbangan and then aalis ka. Okay? Ngayon, mayroong promulgation of the judge, whatever he will say or she will say. And then after that, i-record nila yung una mong timbang. For example, you are 70 kilos and then or kilogram. And then babalik ka doon after whatever the deliver of the exhortation of the judge and you will go back into the balance. Kailangan daw mas magaan ka. So if you are 70 kilograms, you should at least 69.9 below 69.9 kilograms para masabing you are lighter. Okay, you are lighter and then you are acquitted. But if your weight is the same as 70 and I think it will 70 talaga, so you are then guilty. You are guilty. That is ordeal by balance. We have number 3, ordeal by boiling water. So this one, or this trial by ordeal, consists of lifting a stone out of a boiling water with the hand inserted as deep as the wrist. Okay, the burn was bandaged for 3 days before faithful examination. Alright, so the subject or the suspect will lift the stone or lift a stone. Ilulubog niya yung kamay niya, kukunin niya yung stone sa boiling water hanggang ilulubog niya yung hanggang kanyang wrist. Okay, ngayon, after nun, bibigyan ka ng 3 days, ibabandage yung kamay mo, kailangan mag-heal daw siya. Kung hindi siya nag-heal, and I guess hindi mag-heal yun within 3 days, so you are guilty. Pero kung nag-heal yun, you are innocent. Because you are, again, take note, you are protected by divine intervention. You are protected by God. That is ordeal. Number 4, ordeal by combat. Okay, this one is at a grave party and the alleged offender will fight each other. Okay? Or he will pay a champion to fight for him. The victor is said to win not by his own strength, but because of his supernatural power given by God. So, kung may kaaway ka, it's either you choose to hire a champion or you will fight him. Okay? And then, whoever wins is under the intervention or under the strength given or a supernatural power given by God. Kasi yun daw ang inosente. So, kung ganun na lang ang paniniwala natin, it is a so-called duel. So, kung sino daw yung mananalo doon, nanalo siya because of divine intervention. Pinahiraman siya ng supernatural power ng divine. Alright? So, number 5, ordeal of ingestion. An accused was to be given dry bread and cheese. In the modern term, it is a cheesecake. Kasi bread and cheese, di ba? Pero kasi, blessed by a priest. Cheesecake. Okay? If he is choked on the food, he was considered guilty. Imagine eating a cheesecake without a water. Lumaklak tayo ng cheesecake, tapos walang tubig. So, nabulunan kayo. Siguro ganun yun, no? The early or ancient period, that is a bread and cheese. Ang pinagkaiba lang siguro, blessed siya by the priest. Ngayon, pag na-choke ka, which is sa tingin ko macho-choke ka nga talaga dahil yung pagkain mo nga lang ng isang cheesecake na maliit ay nakaka-choke na pag hindi ka uminom. So, how much more this bread and cheese? Next, ordeal by beer. Alright, this one says that a dead victim could point out the killer. So, yung namatay na tao, pwede niya daw ituro or ituro niya kung sino ang kanyang sino yung pumatay sa kanya. O yun. Okay, the accused will approach the dead body or the corpse. If the murderer is just near, the wound of the victim will begin to bleed again. So, dudugo daw yung cadaver or the corpse ng napatay, yung corpse. And then, pag lumapit or pag malapit yung pumatay sa kanya. So, siguro merong 10 suspect, for example, isa-isa lalapit, tapos kung nyari, si number 9 yung pumatay, paglapit ni number 9, dudugo yung katawan ng corpse, and then siya daw yung pumatay. So, the dead victim could point out the killer. That is the ordeal by beer. Next, ordeal of the needle. So, this one, a red-hot needle was made to pierce the lower lip of the accused, and if blood flows from the wound, he is deemed guilty. I guess it will bleed because if any point object or sharp-pointed object or any object that nakasugat sa lower lips natin dahil ito ay madugo, di ba? So, matusok ka lang yan, makagat nyo lang yan, dudugo na yan, di ba? So, how much more with a red-hot needle pa na sharp-pointed? Next, you have your trial of the cross. Alright, this one is the accuser and the accused will stood on the either side of the cross. Okay, sa cross yung gitna, and then tatayo sila sa both sides. And then they will stretch out their hands horizontally. Okay? I-stretch nila yung kamay nila na padiretso, horizontally. And then the one to first lower his arm will lose. Okay? So yun din, kung sino din yung the one na nagbaba or nagbaba ng kanyang kamay, na nakastretch na kamay niya, siya rin ang guilty party. So, paano na lang kung sana yung totoong guilty na mag-stretch ng kamay niya, kasi yun yung trabaho niya, taga-stretch ng kamay. O yan. And then, talo yung totoong innocent. So, again, I'm telling you that this ordeal, they believe that if you are innocent, you are protected by God. We will be given protection from God, strength from God, and there is always a divine intervention who will protect you. There is a supernatural event that will happen to save you from this ordeal. Okay? We have ordeal of the tiger. Okay? The accused and the accuser are placed on the cage. If the tiger spur one of them, he is considered innocent. Ilalagay ko sa cage na punong-puno ng mga tiger. Kung sino yung nabuhay, pinotektahan ni God. Okay? Pinotektahan ni God or pinotektahan ng divine grace. And then we have your test of Eucharist. Now, this one is my favorite. If the accused is innocent, when given a poisonous drink for him to take in, okay, Angel Gabriel will descend from heaven to prevent the accused from drinking the poisonous drink. What if on Madagascar, they practice this one, and in the Philippines, they practice this one, and sabay-sabay silang mag-execute nito ng alas 7 ng umaga. And then sa Amerika, they practice this one. O, sasabihin natin, sabay-sabay sila ng alas 7 ng umaga mag-execute nito. Kawawa naman si Angel Gabriel na pupuntahan sila from point to point of any country para pigilan lang silang inumin yung poisonous drink, no? Alright, just joking. So, this belief that Angel Gabriel will descend from heaven to prevent the accused from drinking the poisonous drink. That is test of Eucharist. Alright, next. Alright, in the Greece, a suspended axe was spun at the center of the group of suspects. Soon as the axe stopped, whoever was in the line with the axe blade was supposed to be guilty out by the divine providence. So, yung axe daw, it will serves as the truth finding. Ngayon, i-span yun, papaikot. Ngayon, pag huminto na yun, kung sino man yung nasa line ng blade ng axe, siya ang guilty. Dahil ang divine ang nagsasabi na he is the one guilty. Next, in the Madagascar, so, the supposed criminal was to drink a poisonous fruit called tangina. Yan. A small dose can be fatal. By managing the size of the dose, those who administer it can decide the result. That is your drinking of poisonous fruit in Madagascar, called tangina. Burma. Two contesting parties are furnished with candles of equal size and light simultaneously. Same manufacturer siguro. So sa Burma lang ginagawa yung candle. So walang lamangan. If your candle is 1 meter, the candle of the other is also 1 meter. So ganun, parehas. And then kung paano ginawa isang candle, same as equal as the size and light. And lighted simultaneously. Okay, the owner of the candle that outlasts the other is adjudged to be win his cause. So, kailangan magpapatayan kayo or kung sinong unang mamatayan ng kandila, siya ang guilty party. Kung sino yung na-remain na nakasindi ang kandila, whatever may be, siya ang inosente. Because you are protected and you are guided by divine intervention. Okay? Next. So, yan. That will be the end of your second part of this one. Again, knowledge is the key to a good future.